Hi, I'm Tom Smith from Tom Smith Group, Mary Allen Realty. Welcome to Life and Living at the Jersey Shore.
I'm Jennifer Knorr, and we're glad to have you. So you've decided to purchase a home. What now?
First things first, got to go to your mortgage guy.
Or girl.
Okay. And you do need to get your pre-qual. That's a pre-qualification letter. Your lender will sit down with you at no charge. She'll even do it on the phone if whoever you're using. We do have some lenders that we work with, and you have to know what's in your wallet.
Yeah, you can't go to the store and buy all your groceries and then not know how much money you have.
Right. So lender first. We find out how much you qualify for. You might even qualify for 100% financing, no money down, but that's the first step.
Yeah, and then we go looking for some houses. So you can look at them online. We'll send them to you.
Right.
We have every avenue to send you
We have
listings.
multiple listing systems, so we can find stuff. I mean, we were just joking about the other day. Now we can go all the way to Virginia. So if you want to buy a house in Virginia, we can't help you, but we can find one.
And then once you find the ones you like, we go see them in person.
And going to see houses, we go into every one. We eliminate. Now, when you
That's the fun part.
Well, she loves it. But when you do look for houses, we want you to, if you pass a house in the street with a yard sign that says such and such realtors, you can send us the address and the agency, and we'll look it up for you.
Yep. And once you find the house you love, you can make an offer.
Make that offer. Once the offer's done, and we have an agreed contract, you know who takes over, right?
Donna takes over.
Donna takes over, and we're out.
We're here through the whole process.
We are, and we hold your hand through the whole thing. But
Donna makes sure all our ducks are in a row.
That's right. She's our boss, kind of.
Because we are just quacking up all the time.
Okay, I think we're done. There's new rules in the state of New Jersey.
About smoke alarms.
Smoke alarms, carbon monoxide detectors, and fire extinguishers. That's the state rules.
Yes.
Each town can have other requirements for a certificate of occupancy or their safety inspections, but the state requires above everybody else that you have smoke alarms, carbon monoxide detectors, and fire extinguishers, and there's a catch.
Yep. So they have to be on every level, near the kitchen and near the sleeping areas.
Right. They have to be now the new smoke alarms. That means even if you had bought them a couple of years ago and they seem to be working fine, the new rules are sealed 10-year batteries. You can't change the batteries in these things anymore. They want you to get the newer ones that have a manufacturer's date, the batteries sealed in, and they want you to change them every 10 years. This is the manufacturers are saying these things are getting old and they're not doing their job. So it's a safety thing. When we heard about it, we changed everything in the house right away.
When in doubt, switch them out.
Switch them out. Ooh, how clever.
It's for safety.
Yes. And the fire extinguishers, you have to have one within 10 feet of open and mounted within 10 feet of the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be a 2A 10BC. Donna will put that up underneath the thing. And then, what?
That's where she's going to put it.
Oh, yes. She'll be putting it right there. And
no
but
pressure.
The important thing is they even have a height restriction and a low restriction. And I tell people for the general purposes, it's the baseball strike zone, knees to chest. That's about where they want it. So, but if you need the rules exactly, you want the exact measurements, text us, call us, email us, send smoke signals, and we will
comment below.
Comment below. And
the carbon monoxide detectors too?
Yeah, well, carbon monoxide detectors are exactly the same rules as the smoke alarms. There's only one difference, and that's where if you have an electric house with no garage, no fireplace, then you do not need a carbon monoxide detector.
And they have to be 7 years.
That's
Changed
right.
every 7 years.
Every 7 on the carbon, 10 on the smoke.
Yeah.
Jen, how many things, tasks, jobs to do that realtors have to do when they hire a realtor to sell their house?
184.
Exactly. I'm going to read them all to you.
No.
1, make an appointment with the seller. Wake up. Come on, we only have 183 to go. All right, we'll just read a couple, and if you want to actually see this list, we'll email it to you or text it to you. But give us a call or text or email or post below in the thing below that we do, and we'll send it to you. But even pre-listing activities is 20 things. Stuff like verifying legal description. I mean, we have to go into the records and make sure that we have the lot and block and all that stuff.
Yeah, even just, we had that waterfront lot, and there was all kinds of riparian...
That's right, riparian rights. We had to go through all of that.
Stuff you wouldn't even think of.
Right.
So that's all stuff that's in there.
That's right.
There's actually 184
things, reviewing all the title information. That's what Jen was talking about, the riparian. You find this stuff surfaces, and if we don't do our homework right away, and you have a deal, and you're right at the end, and then somebody flags it and says, wait a minute, there's riparian problems, there's water problems. Wait a minute, your neighbor's shed is on your property. And that stuff is all real. So we have 184 things. We have to look at the lead-based paint. That's a federal law. We have to have a lead-based paint disclosure. Anything before 1978, we have to at least sign off that we don't know about it. But that's a lead-based paint disclosure.
We maintain the MLSs.
Right, and we have 3 MLSs.
We market. We do all. There's
184 things. Probably a lot more.
Yeah.
I think a lot more. And she does all of them, and I just tell her what to do.
But we will send this to you.
We will send it to you.
So give us a call.
Right, whatever.
We have the 10 Commandments for home buying.
And it is directed to us from our favorite lender, Nadine Feldman at Green Tree Mortgage.
So this is when you're going to get your mortgage, and this is what you shall not do when you are waiting to buy your house. Thou shalt not change jobs, become self-employed, or quit your job.
It's very handy not to actually have employment while you're trying to apply for a mortgage. Thou shalt not buy a car, truck, van, or you may be living in it, because if you buy a car, truck, or van and you don't get a mortgage, that's the only roof you can think about.
Thou shalt not use the credit cards excessively or let your accounts fall behind. Don't go to Raymore and Flanagan and max out your credit cards on your furniture.
Especially, and we actually had that happen to us, or to one of our clients. Thou shalt not omit debts or liabilities from your loan application. Everything's double checked by the lender, so you do want to make sure that if you have a payment on a parakeet, you have to put that in. You have to tell it.
Thou shalt not spend the money you've set aside for closing.
Yeah, that would be handy to make sure you have enough money to actually walk in the door and close. Thou shalt not buy furniture. That's kind of part of the other one, but
the
it's
credit card one,
that's the Raymore and Flanagan. You think you're buying furniture for the new house, you just cranked up the credit to buy that furniture, and then you blew your mortgage. So you got to be careful.
Thou shalt not originate any inquiries into your credit.
That's right. You have a credit score. We have to live with this thing, even though it's ridiculous. And to keep that credit score, even if you inquire about getting a credit card during the time of your mortgage, it'll flag, and it could drop your score a couple of points. And if you're on the edge, you're going to lose your mortgage. Where am I? Thou shalt not make large deposits without first check with your loan officer.
You would think it'd be okay to put money into your account, but they need to track where everything's coming from, so don't put large deposits into your checking account.
If somebody's going to give you a gift of thousands of dollars toward your closing costs, you call your lender first and find out how they want it. The big deal is that the government is now tracking big deposits, and they call it sourcing. So they think you might have borrowed $10,000, threw it in your account to show you have money, and the reality is a parent or grandparent or somebody is giving you the money. They're going to need a gift letter. There's a process. Don't dump it in the account without talking to your lender.
Thou shalt not change bank accounts.
Yeah, it again raises all flags to the lender, and they're looking at every little money thing. So if you change bank accounts in the middle of the process, the big question is why? What are you doing? And thou shalt not co-sign a loan for anyone. The minute you co-sign a loan, it's just like you took the loan out. That's how it's applied to your credit, that you now have that debt. So never co-sign a loan before your closing day.
These banks are lending you a lot of money to buy your house, so you got to really follow the rules of what the lender is asking for.
Sounds daunting. It's not. You call us, we'll get you to a lender, and it's easy steps, but these are the things you got to remember. So we're going to talk about our featured home today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's a good one. And it's 743 Montauk in Forked River Beach. And why don't you describe your childhood home?
So it actually is my childhood home. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch in Forked River, in the Forked River Beach section. And it has a deck on the back and a lovely koi pond with the koi are like this big.
And your kids could turn out like this. How much is it?
$219.
Wow, that's cheap. 3-bedroom.
3-bedroom, 2 full bath.
Wow. $219.
Wood burning fireplace. Yep.
All right, that sounds
corner
good.
lot.
Corner lot. Yeah, and I know you're right near the Elks because you can walk to the Elks.
Yes.
Right. It's a great home. It really is a nice house. Give us a call. Jan will take you there, and she'll tell you everything about it because she lived there.
Yes.
Well, that's the end of the show this time. Thank you for watching Life and Living at the Jersey Shore, the Tom Smith Group with Mary Ellen Realty.
Thanks for listening to us drone on and on and on and on.
You mean you, us, or me?
No, we both drone on.
Okay.
But you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Subscribe to the YouTube. We have a YouTube channel you can subscribe to.
So give us some love in the comments, and
What is that?
they're below. I watch a lot of YouTube.
I don't see anything.
I'm just copying what other people do.
I don't see it. I see my hand. I see the water bottle, but I don't see anything.
They're by our feet.
Okay. I'll buy that.
So, thank you again.
Thank you. And have a great summer.
Enjoy your summer. Enjoy July.